All right, going into week 2 here. So I went in and actually checked my weekly strategy, and I noticed that Kyler is injured because this Michael Pratt guy is taking over. So I went and looked. He's injured for like 4 weeks. He like hurt his ankle or something. But so we should have an easier time with this. And it's also going to narrow down what we want to do defensively. So I'm gonna defend the inside run. And I also gave a boost. I got a boost to my D tackle. I motivated him apparently. And they want me to throw it medium. I think I'm just gonna do a lot of running again. So we'll do inside. I like to do inside. I do a lot of inside zone, so that'll be good for that. Okay, sim that up, and then we'll jump into our game. Again, still kind of figuring out what I want to do for the jerseys. I might just start rocking. I don't even know. I hate them. I hate the jerseys so much, but I'll see what I end up doing. But yeah, you can see on the right side of my screen that my DU tackle is motivated. Again, a bunch of nerds created this damn game. Motivated. Like, that would never be a headline. So silly. Wow. Let's go. Let's actually look at some of this news. So let's go to week. That's all week 1. This week, Charles Davis just announced that he's skipping his final season to ensure he's healthy for the draft. All right, so that's someone we should keep an eye on. I feel like there's a reason they would highlight that person, right? There has to be. So we'll trying to keep an eye on that guy, Rudy Wayne. And then it says that the Steelers are shopping Jalen Warren to other teams, so we can look out for that. And let's see, blah blah blah. Okay, what was that guy's name? Rudy Wayne. Let's go put a favorite on him just in case, and he might just be one of our target guys that we go after. I'm interested to see why they said that, right? Is he a left end? Here we go, Rudy Wayne. All right, so we'll see. We'll see what we got with him. Interesting that they would, highlight him though. So I guess that's part of the storyline stuff, which is cool. And let's go see any transactions. Was there any trades that were done? Oh, this is a fun pickup. Ritter signed Kadarius Toney. That sucks. Oh, so there has been some trades. Let's look at these actually. All right, anything worth noting? Eric Gray, Noah Gray, a 6. Titans trade Joshua Kelly to the Steelers. And why would they do that? Why would they trade a good middle linebacker, good backup middle linebacker for a third string running back? Okay. I guess you got a 5th out of it as well. That's probably why. All right, Braden Daniels, Singleton, nothing really too crazy. All right, let's jump into this game. All right, let's get this started. We're wearing the 2000s home. I just can't do it, man. I just can't do it. I hate that. I hate the logo, but we'll see. All right, in Arizona, what are we going to do here? So this is our play the full game, and it looks like Clayton Tune's getting the start instead of whatever that other guy was. So a play full game. I will jump in and do some commentary when it makes sense, but or if it ever makes sense. But I'm just gonna let this bad boy run out. Wow, that's a good way to start the game. Read him like a book, like an absolute book. Picked it off real easy. Like, what are you trying to do, man? Yeah, my nice rookie middle linebacker. Getting him a pick. All right, I was gonna send old 35-year-old Matt Stafford out there. See what we can do.
somebody save me from myself, yeah. Tell them they can take that bullshit elsewhere. Self-care, we gonna be good. Hell yeah, they letting me club. I switched to time zone, but what do I know? Spend a nice hitchhiking, wherever I go. I can fly home with my eyes closed, but it get kinda hard to see, there's no surprise though. And you can find me, I ain't hiding. I don't move my feet when I be gliding. I just slide in, and then I roll up. It's been a while without your face. I saw your picture on the wall the other day. Too much distance, too much space. You need to come back home, run alone. Yeah. I'm waiting for the light to change. You ask me how I've been, well, I'm good, I can't complain. Times get harder, things get strange. All I know, once you go, no, it hasn't been easy lately. You don't wanna leave me, baby. And you know I hate to keep you waiting. But it's right there, it's right. Days turn into nights, conversation turn into fights. We gon' be alright. Love turn into life. Girl, you been burning so bright. Let me turn off the lights. Stay awake till the morning. Ain't always great, but it's never boring. Yeah. I've been itching for your love. Want to feel a single thing if it ain't your touch. I get drunk and become numb. Just want to stumble into us. But baby, don't stop now, 'cause it ain't over. Yeah. Years ago I was so dumb, clueless, young and stupid. But look at who I have become. I ain't gonna break your heart, promise it's always safe. Baby, don't go now, hold me close. I know it hasn't been easy lately. You don't wanna leave me, baby. Oh. I know I hate to keep you waiting, but I know when it's right there, it's right. Days turn into nights, conversation turn into fights. We gon' be alright. Love turn into light. Girl, you've been burning so bright. Let me turn off the lights. Stay awake till the morning. Ain't always great, but it's never boring. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. When it's right, then it's right. Alright. love. This sun don't shine when I'm alone. I lose my mind and I lose control. I see your eyes look through my soul. Don't be surprised, this all I know. I felt the highs and they feel like you. See a love like mine's too good to be true, and you too divine to just be mine. You remind me of the color blue. Girl, I'm so in love with you. Yeah. Girl, I'm so in love with you. Yeah. Baby, you were everything I ever wanted. Bought a wedding ring, it's in my pocket. Planned to ask the other day, knew you'd run away, so I guess I just forgot it. Remember when you went away to college? I was on the phone, we ended up talking. Past, present, future, all the gossip. Goddamn. Puppy loving what it was, darling. Feelings that we have are so alarming. I could make you laugh, I could break the glass. If we made it last, it'd be a bargain. Mr. Charming, that's my department. You was there before the fancy cars, and you was there when I was just a starving artist, when the car was having trouble starting. Now we got our own apartment. Same box for the mail, same hamper for the laundry. The food in the fridge is stale. And this morning, you cooked the eggs with the kale. I tried to hit it while he was getting dressed. You said, all you ever think about is sex. I'm like, oh well, you know me so well. And if this would make you late, I swear I won't tell. And every time I call your phone, you better pick up your cell. I swear to God, I'm a freak out, go straight to voicemail. Well, I'm the jealous type, but I swear that that's what heaven's like. And when I'm in that pussy, it's a better life. That's the only way I'm trying to end the night. It's my only chance, I better get it right. Take your time, my baby. It's all waiting for you, for you. I know I make your mind go crazy, but it's all waiting right here for you, for you. I spent the whole day in my head. Do a little spring cleaning. I'm always too busy dreaming. Maybe I should wake up instead. A lot of things I regret, but I just say I forget. Why can't it just be easy? Why does everybody need me to stay? Oh, I hate the feeling when you're high but you're underneath the ceiling. Got the cards in my hand, I hate dealing. Yeah. Get everything I need and I'm gone. But it ain't stealing, then I get a break. I wish that I could just get out my goddamn way. What is there to say? There ain't a better time than today. Well, maybe I'll lay down for a little, instead of always trying to figure everything out. And all I do is say sorry. Half the time I don't even know what I'm saying it about. Good news, good news, good news, that's all they wanna hear. No, they don't like it when I'm done, but when I'm flying, oh, it make them so uncomfortable, so different. What's the difference when it ain't that bad? It could always be worse. I'm running out of gas, hardly anything so tired of being so tired. Well, I gotta build something beautiful just to go set it on fire. No lie, but sometimes the truth don't sound like the truth. Maybe cause it ain't. I just love the way it sound when I say it. Yeah, it's what I do. If you know me, it ain't anything new. Wake up to the moon. Haven't seen the sun in a while, but I heard the sky still blue. Yeah, I heard they don't talk about me too much no more. And that's a problem with a closed door. Good news, good news, good news. That's all they wanna hear. No, they don't like it when I'm done. But when I'm flying, oh, it make them so uncomfortable. So different. What's the difference? There's a whole lot more for me waiting on the other side. I'm always wondering if it feel like summer. I know maybe I'm too late. I could make it there some other time. I'll finally discover that there's a whole lot more for me waiting. That there's a whole lot more for me waiting. I know maybe I'm too late. I could make it there some other time. And I finally discover that it ain't that bad. It ain't so bad. Well, it ain't that bad. At least don't gotta be no more. I don't need to lie no more. Nowadays, all I do is shine, take a breath and ease my mind. And she don't cry no more. Tell me that I get her high, cause I ain't just supposed to fly. And I ain't asking why no more. Oh no, I take it if it's mine. I don't stay inside the lines. It ain't 2009 no more. Yeah, I know what's behind that door. Yeah, okay, you gotta jump in to swim. Well, the light was dim and this life was sin. Now every day I wake up and breathe. I don't have it all, but that's alright with me. Take it nice and easy, took a flight to see me. Send you back home with a light that's beaming. The whole team about to figure it out. We ice cold, that's what winter about. And sometimes, I wish I took a simpler route. Instead of having demons that's as big as my house.
Okay. Wow, what a beatdown. I mean, obviously I was going against a horrible quarterback, but offensively everything worked too, minus the run, really having a good solid run game. But everything else was clicking, especially defensively. It was a good old-fashioned beatdown. This is crazy too, because this is on all Madden and realistic sliders that make it a lot more difficult. And that one I had for Cooper Kupp right there at the end of the first half was just nuts. Cooper Kupp's not going to run by anybody, but he ran by two dudes. They just let him do that to him. Oh, come on, get the ball. All right, that sucks. I didn't want to turn over this game, but it is what it is. I wanted like a perfect game. Can't challenge it. Replay official, but hey, I'm not complaining. Oh, they are going to review it. And it's still my ball. Let's go. We had an awesome game. Let's just run this clock out. Let's run one more play. Let it run out. We won't get to 40, but that's okay. We're still going to have a shutout. We pitched a shutout, 38-0. Great week 2. A lot of good things to build off of. Our boys coming back in a couple weeks. Puka. Someone that's playing surprisingly well is Parkinson. He's been doing great. Remember, I accidentally made him the starting tight end. So what I'm gonna do is, apparently he's gonna play there, and he's doing fine there. So he's not gonna be our tight end in the future, I wouldn't imagine, but I think he's gonna stick around for a little bit. And then I'm gonna move Higbee to fullback. So Blake Corum, little 5'9" Blake Corum isn't blocking all the time, but great game all around. Love to see it. We got an immediate pick. Stafford had basically a perfect game. I did not throw an interception. 20 for 27, so 77 completion percentage. You saw everything. Really solid all the way through, except for our rushing numbers. Averaging 3 yards a carry is not ideal. But Cooper Kupp is looking like Cooper Kupp. DeMarcus had a good game as well in place of Puka. And then, like I said, Parkinson, he's just doing it. He's just doing his thing. He's just a big target out there. Like, every time he flashes across the screen, I'm like, well, just get it to that guy. And yeah, you saw what happened. It was a beatdown. So let's get into week 3 and see what we can do. See what we can get into. I don't remember. Let me check real quick. Am I playing this week? No. So, oh, no. This is week 3. So 49ers play the moment. So we will play this next one, and I will just jump into it when I have something. All right, week 2 in the books. Let's see what happened around the league. So it looks like Buffalo had an interdivision game against Miami and beat them. Dallas ended up beating the Saints on a pretty close game. Detroit actually lost to Tampa Bay, so we know that they're 1-1 now. Detroit is, at least. Green Bay ended up losing to Madden God himself, Anthony Richardson. He did not throw a pick. Okay, interesting. In real life, we know what really happened, though. Malik Willis came in for the Packers and got them a dub. The Jets just keep going on their tear. I think they scored 40 on the first 2 weeks, so they put up 42 against the Titans. Poor Will Levis is just out there in no man's land. San Fran demolishes the Vikings, and I know for sure now that the Vikings are 0-2. New England beats Seattle, so that's New England is 2-0. That's a shock. Washington beats New York. So that those teams are 1-1. I'm pretty sure, because I know Daniel Jones won his game. Yeah, and Jaden Daniels lost his. So they're 1-1 in that division. Where am I here? Boom. Panthers, poor guys, just cannot get it done again. Chargers beat up on them. Jacksonville hangs 28 on the Browns. Browns are 0-2. Baltimore beats out Las Vegas by a touchdown. I'm sure Lamar did Lamar things. Oh, they had Mike White ended up playing a little bit. Yeah, 11 for 23 is not good, but didn't really throw a pick. I'm sure he had a bunch of rushing yards. I didn't check. And then you saw what I did to Arizona. Pittsburgh. So Russell Wilson going on the road and avenging himself on the road against his old squad. Bo Nix not off to a great start. He's now 0-2. And then we got, oh my gosh, Burrow versus Patty Mack, and looks like Mahomes just messed him up pretty good there. In the Sunday night game, we had Chicago going against Houston. Looks like CJ got the better of Caleb. And then Philly hanging up 45 points in the Monday night game against the Falcons. So Kirk Cousins loses that one. Some early. Let's go back real quick and just look at the standings. Is there anything that's completely out of the ordinary, something that we weren't really expecting? Ravens makes sense. Bucks, that's fine. That makes sense. Colts does not make sense. But they're there. Bills make sense. Jets, okay. That's okay. I get it. Cowboys, yeah, I get it. Patriots, that is a weird one. That's fun. Steelers make sense. All the rest kind of are interesting. Obviously, most of the league is 1-1 here. Let's see. Broncos being 0-2 and only putting up 27 points is alarming. What's even worse though is the poor Cardinals for the whole year have scored 7 points because we shut them out. So they only scored 7 in their first game as well, with 66 points against. Not gonna get it done. Is there anyone? Let's go points for. So the Jets have scored 84 through 2 games. Yep, and have only given them 45. What is the least points against? Ooh, my team. Wow, let's go, dude. So, oh, because we got a shutout, duh. So 24 is what I got hung up the first game. But looks like we're in the kind of, fighting for the lead there. We're not going to hold that lead for very long. But it's nice to know we have it now. Are there any, what's like the highest 0-2 team? The Falcons, 47. And yeah, because their defense is giving up so damn much. Vikings defense is atrocious, giving up 76 in 2 games. Titans makes sense, but the Vikings doesn't. And of course, Cardinals, you got Falcons in here. And then Colts way up here. Crazy. Good for them. See what happens, though. Let's jump into week 3. This is a play the moment. Before we do, it looks like we have some things to do. So let's jump in. And I actually have to really make these decisions. I'm not... Okay. Sorry, McDermott. I know you're just kind of roster spot at this point, but no way. Jimmy G... No, just no. I can get much better here. 32, 67 overall, just not a good dude to hang around. If he was a little younger, I might keep him around, especially because he's a little bit interested in re-signing, but I'm not that interested. 29 again, a little bit too old. 65 overall, not good enough. 64, not good enough. Ronnie Rivers, you are for sure going to stay, especially on this contract, because I do like you. You have a great name. So let's go. I want to give him like 2 years. Cool. He's super down for that. He gets $2 million bucks now. Rose Boom. He is a scheme fit. He's 27. He's very interested. This next guy is not DeMarcus. So he is a trade now candidate. So I will not re-sign him because I do plan on trading him. So I'm gonna withdraw my withdraw here. Okay, again, it's kind of same story here. You can get these guys. They're a dime a dozen, right? They're all over the place. That's fine. He doesn't want to sign. He can go kick rocks. I don't care about him. I actually think I want to sign Rose Boom, even though he's. Okay, he loves the team, but the deal's wrong. I wanted to take advantage of his re-sign interest, but I don't like his signing bonus there. Havenstein, this is an interesting one. So he's 84 overall. He's 32 years old, and he wants $35 million over the next 2 years. Hell no. So he is absolutely a trade now candidate as well. Bobby Brown, we are going to keep. I want him to be like a secondary defensive tackle for the future. As of right now, though, he's playing fine. So let's give him some money. Probably should have tried a team contract. Damn it. Tutu, same story here. He wants to come back, but I don't. He's not special to me. We can do whatever. We can get anybody in and fill him in. So another trade now candidate. Alaric Jackson is a scheme fit. You know what? And he's not giving up any sacks this year, right? Yeah. Well, he's giving up 1. That's okay. I want to keep him around. He's not too much money. Let's see if we can get him on a team friendly. Okay. Never mind. John Johnson, we know for sure. He's our 3rd guy. He's kind of like our sub linebacker. Cool. He has star. But he's not too much money. However, I already have 2 very young safeties here. He's also a trade now candidate. So I actually have some trading that I can possibly do. I got John Johnson. I got Tutu, Havenstein, and Witherspoon and Demarcus Robinson. They're going to be on the move soon. So I'm not sure what I'll do with those. I might target like somebody, somebody I like to fill in for one of those guys that I'm trading. I'm thinking line or just a trade, trade compensation, but we'll figure that out. Now, speaking of scouting, let's go ahead and jump into our regional scouting here. and I just need to set my focus position. So here I'm going to do tackle. That's what we wanted. Here I'm going to do D tackle. Here I'm going to do quarterback. And then here I'm also going to do quarterback, because it had the guy that I wanted. Okay. And then in week 8, I'll do set that for quarterback as well. Okay, so now we're cooking. All right, and we're going to play the moments on this one, but before I do, I want to see. I'm just trying to fill out this staff modification tree. I'm just going to go right down the road here, right down the line, because I'm trying to get to this one, after school tutoring. I like to, you know, have more guys for my weekly strategy, basically. Now, our weekly strategy this week, we know what the Niners can do. We know what they're capable of. They do a lot of West Coast. We know what Kyle Shanahan's offense is. It's a weird West Coast, you know, spread hybrid baloney. We're going to defend medium or defend short, but then I like that. We can say defend medium, and then on offense, blitz counter again. I mean, their defense is so good though too. I didn't like what we did with that. I'm gonna run inside. Do run inside, even though that has not been working for us, but it opened up a lot of things in the passing game for us for whatever reason. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna see if that's a weird little thing that you can exploit in Madden. Ooh, we got an upgrade. Who's getting one? Probably one of our weekly guys. Kyron, let's go. All Kyron and then 3 rookies. That's what you like to see. So Limmer's already paying off, putting him at center. Already in 2 games, he already has an upgrade. And then we are going to play at home. I'm afraid though, because it's like I want to rock the old jerseys, but it's gonna look wonky if I rock the old jerseys. And then, however, maybe I'll do like 70s classic home. I will do that. All right, and then let's jump into this game. All right, you see it here: Brock Purdy versus Stafford. They have an awesome defense, an awesome offense. How do they afford all these guys, dude? It's because they're not paying Purdy yet. That's why they got freaking McCaffrey, Kittle, Deebo, Ayuk, Fred Warner, Travarius Ward. I mean, they're stacked everywhere. They got a bunch of... They got Bosa. God, man. They got everybody. But it'll be interesting to see what they do, because this is the year that Brock's supposed to get paid. So I'm sure they're going to pay him. And I don't know. Who knows what happens? Let's jump into this. Since it's just a play the moments, I might as well just commentate this bad boy out. So we're playing at home. We got our first drive here, and us wearing our 70s home jerseys kind of matches our current aesthetic, which I'm fine with. That looks good to me. All right, can we get to the outside? No, Fred Warner's really, really fast. Oh, there's Devondre Campbell, who just made some headlines for being an absolute dipshit, saying I don't want to play. What an idiot. And then the 49ers just suspended him? Kick him off the damn team. Nobody would pick him up. Who cares? Why would you want that guy on your team? I don't want to come in and play. He literally said, I don't want to play. And you're like, yeah, let's let him play. That's... Oh, Stafford, what are you doing, bud? Man, look at that. The second we go against like a decent defense, look what happens. Immediate 3 and out. All right, let's see if we can get this punt. Oh, decent. I'm actually kind of afraid because, again, they have Christian McCaffrey returning punts. That's dope. I'm kind of afraid with these sliders, though, for when I go and grab a rookie quarterback. It's going to be really hard to mess around with those sliders. The quarterback accuracy being at 40 is like unforgiving as hell. And it's like very unrealistic. Like, you'll miss a guy wide open in the flat. Wow, so we were going back and forth. Nothing happened. No points on the board, and it's halfway through the second quarter. We have the ball in enemy territory on the 40, so we are driving. We got 3rd and 1. We need to just pick up 1 yard here. We do that. Kyron gets that for us. Let's see if what they do. They drive down a little bit more. Now they're in the red zone, so they're on the 12-yard line. Might even be better just let them take this one, but let's hopefully get it close enough to have a shot at getting in the end zone. Not with Nick Bosa doing Nick Bosa stuff. All right, I like Parkinson on that little drag. Oh gosh, Safford just zipped it by him. All right, we need something at the sticks. Okay, here we go. These crossers over here. Oh, that's Parkinson over there. Damn. Well, I still have Cooper Kupp. Oh, I couldn't see that outside defender. All right, let's put Parkinson up a little more. And he's got a one-on-one, and he does not. He ran a bad route. Oh, Stafford threw a pick. All good. We're not gonna go crazy on 4th down. Let's just take the points while we can get them. Kick that guy right through the uprights. They will be scoring touchdowns, so eventually we do need to score touchdowns, but let's just get on the board first. Wow, so we stopped them again. Our defense is holding up. Our defense is better than I thought they would be at this stage, that's for sure. And they're only going to get better, of course, because they're so damn young. Ooh, that would have been cool if I can cut that in. All right, 2-2 underneath. I forgot to fix the time stuff. Damn it. I think what's best is to just play with no accelerated clock. You just take all that out of it, you know. It's because the accelerated clock just is random. It's like it's situational. Oh my God, Stafford, man, he's just feeling it against his defense. He should be hitting those. Let's try to get away from McCaffrey this time before our coach gets in our face and screams at us. That'll do. All right. Sim. Wow, we're in the third. They still haven't scored. Big 3rd down, make the stop. So there's a 3rd and 10. They have 3 wide receivers on. Let's run a nickel. I like that double mug look. And let's just run a basic cover 3. Oh, I forgot to sub these idiots out. Damn it. I need to fix my overall depth chart really bad. I'll do that on the next one. They're sending Christian out. I'm going to go cover over here. All right, I think we're good. We're good as long as Kittle doesn't. All right, so they have a long field goal attempt. Do they hit it? They do. We get the ball back. We're in the red zone. We already screwed this one up before in the red zone. My red zone offense has actually been really bad. I cannot get in, and that's pretty obvious after week 1 that you can see that my red zone offense is bad because I ran that damn ball on with 20 seconds left, and I got eaten up. That was so bad, but I still think it was the right decision. I always wonder why people say that. They're like, it was the right decision, but it ended up in a bad result. It's like, well, then it wasn't the right decision. It obviously wasn't. Like, well, 100 times out of 100, that's what you do. It's like, well, that one didn't work, so don't do that. That's never made sense to me. Still the right decision. Like when Pete Carroll's like, it was the right decision to throw on 2nd down in the Super Bowl with Marshawn Lynch on the freaking goal line. Like, no, it wasn't. You threw a pick. Anyway. All right. Hopefully, come on, goal line. Oh, yeah. Oh, Nick Bosa, man. He's just in there doing. Oh, that was 3rd down. And they want me to kick the field goal. Hey, you didn't hire me for all that, okay? We're going to do the old school quarterback sneak. Stafford doesn't get paid all that money to freaking kick a field goal on 4th and 1. Let's go. On the 1-yard line. Let's just run it over our big old rookie center. All right, points on the board. That's great. So we're in control of this game. Even if they score, we can we can really work the clock on the next drive. So I almost guarantee they score here. Oh, okay. So they need me to come in. Looks like they're calling in the big guns. Probably not smart. Look at their offense. Good God. How do they not score every time they touch the ball? They got 3 X Factors and then 2 superstars. They have Brock Purdy as a superstar. That is inaccurate. And they only has Trent Williams as a superstar. He should be X Factor. He's the best left tackle in the game. He's been the best left tackle in the game. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. Who even is that? Damn, I thought he was going in the corner there. All right, we got 3 wideouts on here. Oh, I don't want to call this, though, because I don't... Here, let's do a quick sub. Sub Rose Boom out for Johnson. And then sub Lake out for Spates. Okay. Did I get it in time? Almost. That's okay. Here, I'll play Lake then. Play him up. He's running Debo. Don't fall for it. Okay, and he just sails it over his head. They're probably going to go for it, though. I want pressure. Yeah, you know what? I want pressure. I'm going to send him. I'm going to send him. And then I'm going to cover. What is this guy? Oh, they ran it? Oh, let's go. Byron Young. I was part of that. I was part of the play. I ate that block up so he can go make that tackle. Let's go. Held him off the scoreboard. Thanks, guys. All right, game is on the line. Make a big stop. So we immediately punted it back. That's great. 1st and 10. Okay, we're gonna run nickel again. Double mug. I like that. Let's just run it out of a cover 3 and kind of see what they do from there. Crap, I forgot to sub these idiots out again. I gotta stop doing this. I gotta remember. All right. Oh, we just cannot get beat. Deep. Oh, let's go, Durant. Oh, he severely underthrew him, too. He could have just lobbed that guy up there, and we would have been done. Toast. I'm going to send a DB on this one. I really need a Spates in here. And then, yep, there we go. Look at that breakdown. Love to see it. Jared Verse getting to the quarterback. There was just too many. They just couldn't block them all. They just could not block them all. All right, we're going to... Let's just run a... All right, let's cover 3 Mabel here. What a dope stadium. All right. Yes, sub Lake out for Spates. We're just going to run a base. Okay, there we go. 3rd and 20. I'm just going to kind of play this intermediate area here. I just don't want to give up anything too deep. And that's a pick. And that's Cameron Curl going to the house. Going to the house. Let's go. Pick 6 for the dub. Gotta love it. Cameron Curl jumped the curl route. Heck yeah, dude. Off to a great start for this season. I'm loving it. Look at this comeback. Oh, yeah. And if it wasn't him, it was with 2 other damn defenders there. Love to see it. We just dropped everyone back, and on the previous play, we just kind of sent too many. They couldn't handle it. So our defense is looking gorgeous so far. So we've given up 27 points in three weeks, and 24 of those were in week 1 against the Lions. Which, I mean, come on, it's the Lions. Ben Johnson's sick playbook. So love it. We're off to a 2-1 start with our old man Stafford, and our defense is the talk of the town right now. Because didn't the Niners just put up like 40-something points last week? Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go look at our stats since I, played like 8 plays. Let's see what we did. Stafford didn't throw a touchdown. He did throw a pick. Purdy didn't throw a touchdown either, so it was a lot of run stuff. 16 for 53. Still sucks, man. Still sucks. 9 for 39, and then our boy Corum didn't even get out there. Cup only had 4 catches, so all around boring game. Defensive battle. Oh, Byron Young got that huge tackle on 4th down, and he got a pick, so player of the game right there. Okay. Now I know next week is, let me check. 4 and 5 are both Sims. 6 is a bye, and then week 7 is Raiders play the moment. So let's, I'll just walk through these ones. Let's sim next week. All right, what happened in the league? So let's first go to the news. Is there anyone like in the draft that I should be looking at? Winston got sacked 6 times in a loss, so that means that the Browns are 0-3. Nothing out of the ordinary, just a bunch of like stat stuff. But like, let's see, quads seem to be all right. Martin Scott's aren't for show. The bar was bending from hundreds of pounds on each side. Okay, so we got to go find Martin Scott, and then still there he's reporting that the Steelers are shopping Jalen Warren. But let's go find Martin Scott first. Hundreds of pounds. So I don't know, probably a lineman. Martin Scott, Michael Scott. I might even change his name now that I hear that. M. Scott. It's got to be a... Okay, no. All right, skip to where I find him. Wait, what? Did I read it wrong? Martin Scott's aren't for show. The bar was bending from hundreds of pounds. Quad seemed to be all the rage. Martin Scott. The hell? There ain't no Martin Scott out here. Oh, this is only top 50. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta go look through all these. No Scott. Martin Scott. Okay. All right. Here's Martin Scott. He's a damn running back. Gives a shit. Round 3 to 4. Interesting. Maybe I'll take a swing on him. I don't know. Like I said, I have a bunch of running backs I like, but okay. Whatever. We don't even know his archetype yet. We don't even know if he's a scheme fit at this point, but we know that the dude is strong, so that's cool. Okay, keep going here. Let's go check the league. See who's who. Okay, so Jets again continue their winning ways. They are now 3-0. Cleveland continues their losing ways. They're now 0-3. Green Bay beats Tennessee and Malik Willis's return to Tennessee. Jordan Love having a very efficient year. Madden God is on a tear. He's 3-0. Anthony Richardson. Then we got Houston beating up on Minnesota, who are for sure 0-3 now. I know that. New Orleans beating Philly. I know Philly's lost twice. I don't know. I don't remember if they won their second game. Chargers beat the Steelers in a close one. Tampa Bay beating Denver. Denver's 0-3. Las Vegas going against Carolina. Carolina's 0-3 now. Seattle winning a close one against Miami. That's a fun one. Weird score here that I haven't seen, I don't know ever, but 12-13. Baltimore just barely loses to Dallas. So it looks like Dallas is simming really well already. I did what I did to them. Detroit still murdering, murdering. The poor Cardinals have like 13 points the entire year through 3 weeks. Poor guys. But Kyler should be back soon, so that'll change very quickly. But KC beating up on Atlanta, Buffalo barely beating out Jacksonville, and then Burrow barely beating out Jaden Daniels. Okay. Now let's go look at overall standings. Usual suspects here in Madden. You got Bills, you got Cowboys, you got Colts. That's kind of how it's always going to shake out. And then it looks like Aaron Rodgers in our playthrough is what he actually thinks he is. And he's good, but in real life he thinks he's incredible and he's garbage. But they have the most points for in the league. Poor Cardinals, like I said, 13 points through 3 weeks. That's not good. Yeah, Colts putting on a show there. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 undefeated teams. And it looks like most of them will probably be there for a while. The fun one is the Bucks. So Baker Mayfield is 3-0. So fun conversations had here. And then in the 2-1 area, we do have some heavy hitters. We got the Ravens, we got the Lions. And we got the Steelers. Chargers are, on making their way up the chain. Texans, same thing there. And then in the 1 and 2 area, we got Niners, Bengals. Probably will have a resurgence. I'm sure the Eagles will too. And then down here, 0 and 3. We only have a few teams that are winless up to this point. So Broncos, Cardinals, Panthers, Browns, Titans, Falcons, and then Vikings all the way down here. You can't see. Okay. Now this one is the shocker, right? The Vikings, because in real life they've only lost twice. So in this, they've only played 3 weeks and they've lost all of them. So not very good. And then yeah, Browns just bad on offense, bad on defense. Poor guys. Now this is a sim week, but before I do that, I'll jump into my player negotiations. Now again, I have a couple that I want to make. I tried to do a team friendly for Alaric here. I have to amend that, and then like I said, I have a ton of trading to do, except I do want to try and go for Rose Boom again. I don't know why he's doing this. He's ghosting me like this, but let's grab him again. That's just someone to have, really. Just a scheme fit, really. And I'll spend a point here. And then we will sim. I'm not going to watch the game. That's too much. So I'm just going to advance. Let's see. Pretty even matchup against the Bears. So we'll see what Caleb Williams can do. And we end up taking the L, losing 28-22. Let's jump into our press conference. What do we got? Something about we suck and I'm disappointed. Coach, damn it. Do you feel like you have a solid idea of how good your team is this season? Yeah, I definitely do. Sure. McVay got a beard transplant? Very interesting. Oh, shit. What did it say? Wait, how many wins? 8 to 9? 10 to 11? 8 to 9. That's fair. I said make playoffs. That's right around that range. That's not very optimistic. If you can win 8 to 9, your team will earn 1,000 XP, and you'll get 5 staff points. Wow. Not all at once. Whatever, dude. Who cares? Weekly strategy. Yes. Top threat is J-Lo. Yep. I like both of these. Keep it. Packers are looking disgusting, so we gotta watch out. We'll go over some stats here in a little bit. I guess it's kind of like the quarter of the season right now, so maybe we'll just check it out. They're 3-1, and they're very, comparable to our team. Our defense on paper, at least, is lower than them, but I think we're having a pretty good team. Defensively. Puka's back. Okay, that's good. So we know Puka's back. Put him in there. Let's change our depth chart around just a smidge. I'm going to do a couple things. So number one, move Higbee to our starting fullback where he should have been. And then I'm going to start moving Whittington up. So I'd like DeMarcus, but again, I'm trading. So Jordan Whittington is about to start getting some PT. Oh, crap. I should have kept going. Tight end. Same thing. We're going to keep Parkinson in there. I'll still have Higbee as my backup just in case. Everything's good on our line. We don't need to do anything here. We don't need to do anything here. Nothing here either. Kyron here. I want to... Yeah, that's fine. You can have him there and then boom. Sub linebacker. Here we go. So Quentin Lake, you're out of here. I don't know why you're ever in there to begin with. Spates is the backup. Okay. And then Durant has been playing very, very good at that slot corner. So we're going to keep him there. I know his overall is not great. Don't care, though. I do like Forbes a lot. I can't believe a second-year guy, a former first-round pick, and they ended up picking him up. That's awesome. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let's check out the league schedule. All right, so again, Cowboys still win. They're probably going to go undefeated for quite a while, but they beat up on the Giants. New Orleans beats the Falcons in just the most boring division in football. Again, the Bears beat up on us. Let's see how we did though. Stafford had a good game. He, efficient game, 20 for 35, not super good completion percentage, but 3-1 for 200 yards. Caleb Williams 240. DeAndre get close to 100 yards rushing. We just suck at running the ball. We have to get so much better. So I might invest something in some better running. A line that can run a little bit better. Cooper Kupp doing what Cooper Kupp does. 9 for 123 for 2 touchdowns. DeMarcus had himself a nice little game, but again, he's going down the depth chart at this point. Oh, we didn't give up any sacks. Cool. Fisk had a 1.5. Rose boom. There you go. Give him a contract. He goes out there, gets a sack for you. And then John Johnson with half a sack there. Idiot Tyreek Stevenson, such a dumbass. He got a pick, but then John Johnson, the third, he got one as well. Cool. But we still lost, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see. Green Bay beats up on Minnesota. Minnesota's 0-4 now, so very not happening like it did in real life. And then here we go. One of the last undefeated teams has been defeated now, so Pittsburgh goes in and beats up on Indy. The Jets are still undefeated. They beat up Denver. Denver is yet to win a game. Tampa Bay undefeated, beats Philly. Carolina gets their first win of the year against a pretty good Bengals team. Houston beats up on Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville's only won one game this year. Arizona finally puts up some points. I would imagine that means, wow, no, Kyler's still not back. So Clayton Tune actually had 3 touchdowns. Good for him. Good for him. They still lose, but at least it was closer. Oh, San Fran loses a very close one against New England. So that is great for us because they're our number one. Well, on paper, they're our number one, rival, our number one competition in our division. But it looks like the Seahawks are probably going to be that. Cleveland continues their losing ways, and they lose again to Las Vegas. Kansas City beats up on the Chargers. Baltimore hands Buffalo their first loss. Miami beats Tennessee. And Detroit puts up almost 40 on the Seahawks in the Monday night game. All right, let's go back and check it out. What are we looking at? How are standing? How many undefeateds do we have left? Only 3 left now. So we got the Bucks. It looks like what are they strong at? they're kind of decent on both sides of the ball, right? Jets are very good on both sides of the ball, and then it looks like the Cowboys are very good defensively. I mean, they're very good on both sides of the ball too, actually. So, I mean, that makes sense. That's why you'd be 4-0. So, the difference here is the Jets are blowing everyone away in points for up to this point. Almost 20 more points than the team in second. Then you have some usual suspects in the 3-1 category. So you got the Ravens, got the Chiefs, got the Bills, got the Steelers, got the Colts, Packers, Lions. You see it here. 2-2 is kind of where I thought that we would be, somewhere around this area. Commanders, Rams, Seahawks, Dolphins, Chargers, Bears. I get it. Giants is interesting. Eagles is interesting. Niners too. A little bit Bengals, but they always, it's kind of how they perform. Here's the big. So Broncos 0-4, Titans 0-4. Like these are some heavy. So Broncos and Falcons being 0-4 is crazy to me. Falcons giving up 124 points. Browns, that makes sense. And then Cardinals, that makes sense. Vikings, that does not. That's crazy. So they're 0-4 as well. Okay, jump into next week because this is another sim week. So we already did our strategy. Let's sim. I doubt we beat the Packers. They're very good. And we don't. We lose by a tutty. Let's go check that out. It's okay. We knew we weren't going to be world beaters. Tampa Bay, undefeated. Minnesota Jets undefeated, and Minnesota still hasn't won a game. That kind of shows you like how hard their schedule really was. But in real life, and they're Sam Darnold, man, Sammy D, he's just diming it up. Chicago beating the poor Panthers in an interesting. Anytime these teams go up against each other, it's interesting because of all the trading that took place between the two for the Panthers to get Bryce Young. So that's always fun to watch. Baltimore beating Cincinnati. So Cincinnati off to a atrocious start. Miami beating New England, interdivisional. Cleveland still not winning one. Indy beating Jacksonville, so they're still looking good. Buffalo beating Houston. Denver beating Las Vegas. Arizona continue to lose. San Fran looks like they're tied up with us now in our division, except we have the tiebreaker. Green Bay beating up on us. Let's check out our stats, though. So we both quarterbacks threw for over 300, and neither of them had a pick. So very efficient on both sides of the ball. I would say the difference is here, right? We just cannot run the ball. Cup doing Cup things. Puka doing Puka things. I might sub Puka in. I might put Puka at a slot just so he can start getting some more XP. No one gave up a sack on either side. Wow. No one gave up a pick. So very clean game. Kind of just came down to, I would imagine it came down to who had the ball last. And then the difference maker, of course, was our run game just is so bad. Everyone hit their field. I mean, it was like a perfect game on both sides of the ball. I honestly can't get mad at a loss like that. Would have liked to not give up 35 damn points, though. Good to God. Especially our defense was looking so good. But good news, Seattle lost, so we're good there. Thank goodness Danny Dimes comes in and beats up on them. Pittsburgh hands Dallas their first loss, so they are the slayers of the undefeated teams. They've beaten 2 undefeateds back to back, and then KC basically puts 50 on the Saints. And now I'm going to before I sim, we're gonna go look at stats. So we'll look at individual stats first. So 1,300 yards, 9-2. That's way better than I normally do as far as throwing interceptions. I think I haven't thrown one. The computer has, but I don't think I've thrown one yet. Rushing is just god awful. 71 attempts for 220 is so gross. Cooper Kupp doing his thing. Got 6 touchdowns on the year. Our left tackle is doing very good up to this point. He's only given up 2 sacks. That's I'm happy with that. Jared Verse getting in the backfield. Kobe Turner is leading the team in sacks. Okay. And then Curl, we know he has at least that pick 6. So let's go back to passing. Who's leading the league? So Stroud, I'm in 4th. For passing touchdowns, it looks like Rodgers down there has 16. Yep, and 2. So he's like that guy again. He's like that Aaron Rodgers at 81 overall. What's crazy is that wasn't like far off from what he actually did in real life, which when he was at his prime. I mean, he was insane in his prime. Look, poor Sam Darnold. He's throwing a lot of touchdowns. He's also throwing a lot of picks. Jordan Love, very efficient. 13-3. Prescott 13-3. Geno 11. Okay. Jaden Daniels he's only thrown 1 interception up to this point. Caleb Williams, similar. Patrick Mahomes way down here. I like to see that. And then Josh Allen way up here. Well, where is two-time Lamar? Here he is. 7-2, 800 yards. Gotta be better than that. Who has the most picks on the year? It's gotta be whoever threw that 8. Probably Joe Burrow. Oh my God. Holy crap. He's having a horrible year. 5-9. Jameis, that makes sense, but 5-9, and then Bo Nix 3-7. Herbert 4-7. Oh boy. Not good, but this is a crazy one. Joe Burrow, 5-9. Josh Dobbs. Yeah, so yeah, Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love battling for that rating, and then it looks like they're kind of just battling in general. J-Lo's got him on yards. Aaron Rodgers got him on tutties and picks, but that's going to be a fun one to keep watching. What a fun little storyline. Then we got Joe Mixon leading the league. He's almost got, God dang, dude, he's got almost 100 carries already. Same with Najee, but he's way more efficient. He's averaging 111 a game. Pacheco is very similar. You can see from here. Joe Mixon has the most tutties on the year as well, so he's very clearly the number 1 running back in the NFL stats wise up to this point. Who has the most for a quarterback? Should be Lamar, and it is. 3 touchdowns. You got Josh Allen right after him, right around the same yardage, and then Jaden Daniels actually has the most yards. Yeah, he's got the most yards by quarterback. Jaden Daniels, rookie. Sure does. Okay, receiving, cool. Cooper Kupp is in the lead there. I like that. Usual suspects here. He's in the league for yards as well. And he is falling behind on touchdowns, so he's not in the lead for the Triple Crown up to this point, especially because he's close on a couple of these. But if we can get this touchdown number up a little bit, I think we're going to be just looking just fine to get his second career Triple Crown. Let's see. Aiden is just a murderer in the backfield. He's so damn good. When we played against him, he was the difference maker there. So that makes sense. Usual suspects, except for Sebastian Joseph Day. That's a random one. I love it. Dorrance Armstrong. Max, yeah, he's got, is he 99? He's 96. I think he should be 99. Yeah, he's crazy. He's so good. 10.5 sacks. Second is Chris Jones, Russo, Burns, Watt. Again, usual suspects. Who cares about this? Is there anyone that has a touchdown? No. Okay. Cool. So that's kind of the lay of the land up to this point. Let's look at our mock draft. So looks like Vikings are at 0-4 are taking at least up to this point, they have them projected as the number 1 pick, taking a speed rusher. We know that there's a bunch of teams out there that are going to be quarterback needy. I would have thought the Vikings, but I guess they have McCarthy, and so that's probably why they would skip on a quarterback. Cardinals have their quarterback apparently. I wouldn't if I was them, but I would move on from Kyler. Browns don't have a quarterback. We know that. So it looks like they're for sure looking at one in the top 5, and they will be up there. So they're going to take one of our running backs that we're scouting. Anything else that I really want to hit on? Giants. Yep, Giants. Remember that 6'6" guy out of Syracuse we were talking about? They're looking at him. I knew he was gonna have a strong arm. He's 6'6", 230. He should have a strong arm. But yeah, Giants looking for a quarterback. There's a lot of teams out here that I would think are looking for quarterbacks, like the Seahawks should be. They don't care though. And then here we are at 17 at this moment, and it says that we're looking at a D tackle. That is our position of need. However, my first round pick's going to quarterback no matter what. Okay, keep going down the line here. Raiders way down at the bottom. They're not going to. They're gonna move up the draft board. They're gonna be worse over the season, so I would imagine they're gonna look at a quarterback as well. And I guess that's it. Not a lot of quarterback talk in the first round. There's only 3 projected, so that's very good for us. Okay, let's keep on moving here, and let's jump in. Let's sim this week, and then we'll jump into the Raiders.
GG's!